many unusual colors, 1888. Since then, Britannia Mining Company decided to make this a huge copper mining industry and of course make huge profits out of it. So now our chamber 2, and this is where the third process of mucking will take place. Mucking in the sense, we will use the muck truck over here to clear up all the pile on the ground.
Yeah.
I like the dark. I like the dark.
Oh, you like the darkness? Wow, that's brave. Alright, so before me turning off the lights, I want everybody to close your eyes. Close your eyes.
Okay.
For a minute. Close your eyes. This time imagine you are miners yourselves. Cover your close your eyes. Close. Alright. So now you are taking train ride inside the tunnels for your shift. You are carrying all the dynamites, equipments with you for your first shift. You all are heading inside the tunnel. Almost there. And the tunnel looks like this. Now, you are not able to even see each other, not even your own foot. So now it's time. Alright, folks? So it's time for us to light up it's time to light up our lights and begin our shift. Come on. There you go. I'll lit my light. So this candle light was the first company issued lights for our miners, and our miners used this single candle light for first 15 years to build these huge tunnels. That's great. Also, from this single candle light, I'm barely able to see you all. I cannot see my muck truck. I cannot see a huge pile of rocks at the very end corner, nor my own foot. This candle holder had a long spike, so they would drill up tiny holes inside the wall of the mountain and place the candle holder right inside the holes. There you go. My both hands are free and I get on my work. But this candle light is powered by air. It can blow off anytime. You can observe the water trickling down the mountains. Also, whenever the drills or the muck truck was in motion, the candle would get turned off. And when that happened, our miners would struggle finding their lighters in their pockets, bags, to light up the candle each time it went off. After 15 hours, can you all hear the rattling sound?
Yeah.
Yes. So at the bottom of the carbide lamp, we have stored a chemical called calcium carbide. Calcium carbide is used in today's, let's try.
Oh.
That's okay. Let's try the candle. There you go.
Wow.
This is so much brighter because it has reflectors which helps to illuminate the entire tunnel. Now I can see every corner of the tunnels. I can see you all. I can see pile of rocks at the end and also my muck truck.
That's always fun.
They are feeling
Oh,
cold.
it's the whistle.
That's where the shift whistle was blown 3 times continuous, which indicates that they were calling for some medical help or first aid help in case of any emergencies inside any of these tunnels on the mountain. So for now, let's blow the shift whistle for once, since we our miners ourselves are done with the shift and made out of the tunnel safe. This might look very small, but trust me, this is going to be very loud. It can be felt. So I want everyone to cover your ears.
It is
Yeah,
for
one day-
the
one day you can.
matters. It is for the matters. Like the house. How they my mala you Yeah, process did we. Now please with the. Maybe so how much you got the manale. Chicken is on it. Compare. Ai so shey we. My mother. And the other name there. Oh, nằm xuống ngồi mà dưới niệm này này.
Do you know how many panes of glass there are up there? 14,460. I'm just glad this is the only one I have to keep clean. They let a lot of light into this place, which was great for the electricity. Welcome to Britannia, once one of the largest copper mines in the world, and to mill number 3, which in its day was among the most efficient and advanced copper concentrators. This is why this place was built. All 20 stories of it, to liberate the minerals locked inside massive chunks of ore, just like that. Okay, 1 second. I'm so sorry you had to see this. We've got a much bigger rock on order. Chalcopyrite, because it contains copper. And if electricity is the modern world's lifeblood, then copper serves as its veins and arteries. Without copper... Yeah, sorry. Well, I guess you get the point. In its day, this mill ranked among the best at coaxing those copper minerals out of the rock. And that efficiency was built right into the design of this building. Each step in the concentration process was located 1 level below the step before, so that gravity was always helping to move the heavy ore along. And it took a lot of ore to get a little copper. But over the years, the engineers at Britannia got better and better at it. By the time the mill closed, they were extracting 97% of all the copper in the ore. In all, Britannia produced 1.3 billion pounds of refined copper. That's the same weight as 43,000 school buses. That's empty school buses. So, how did they do it? How did they actually down to the consistency of fine sand and water? But now all the different mineral grains in that muddy slurry had to be sorted out. And this is where it gets really interesting. They actually found a way to get rock to float. Well, some of it anyway. In flotation, the ground up rock and water mixture was poured into troughs. Certain aromatic oils were added. Here at Britannia, they like to use pine oil. Then, air was pumped to the bottom of the troughs to create bubbles. As the air bubbles rose through the liquid, the bits of copper mineral clung to them and were drawn to the surface, while the other minerals just sank to the bottom. The copper-rich bubbles remained in a froth at the surface where they could be skimmed off. This bubbling mixture often filled the mill with the scent of pine oil. The 4th stage dewatering happened right over there. The froth was piped into large wooden thickening tanks where this time the copper minerals settled to the bottom. This muddy mixture would then be piped into vats where the water was sucked out through canvas filters, leaving a sort of mineral cake behind called copper concentrate. But not the sort of cake you want to put a candle in, because this is how it looked. This is what was sent to the smelters to be refined into pure copper metal. So that's the process. That's how mill number 3 turned rock into copper concentrate. And that's still pretty much how we process minerals today to get the metals that we use in our everyday lives. You know, this mill was also the pulse of a community. For the townspeople of Britannia Beach, the mechanical thunder coming from this building day and night must have been strangely comforting. Because if they heard those booming sounds, they knew the economy was booming, the mine was producing, and there'd be a paycheck to support their families. course, here inside the mill, it was a very different story. It was sometimes so noisy that the workers could barely hear themselves. Okay, so skip. Skip.
The smell,
The
yeah.
skip is a kind of sloping freight elevator used to carry the heavy equipment up to all the various levels. But workers riding it, that was absolutely forbidden. It was just too dangerous. Even empty, the skip weighs 3 tons. 15 tons with a full load. Imagine if it would break free. Anything in its path, like right where you're sitting now, just... Well, fortunately, that never happened. Okay, good. Anyway, there was plenty of other things going on here. For one, they were always repairing equipment or installing something new to improve the concentration process. Sometimes a particularly stubborn boulder would get caught in one of the receiving bins and have to be cleared before the next train arrived. And up there, the shift foreman would be told when they needed to deal with it, with a well-placed stick of dynamite. And once in a while, that even blew out the upper row of windows. Fire in the hole! Okay, that's got it. And here comes the ore train. Let's start the conveyor belts. And now for the jaw crusher. And the cone crushers. Now for the ball flotation tanks. Everybody okay? How about we just keep that last part between us? Okay? Okay. So, November 1st, 1974, they shut down Britannia Mine and mill number 3 fell silent. Gone too was the beacon that had shone each night over House Alley.